Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we are taking on Enna Kros' Lost Chapter Shinryu fight. Now in this fight I did bring a friend Selfie with, but I did this fight right after, because I forgot they re-added the missions without bringing a friend, so I just did the same one right after. This, I'm using the Chi strat, the one that I used on the tree. I'm doing Enna Kros, because this is her fight, so I don't feel bad about doing it on her fight. Now moving forward, I don't know if I'm going to do Enna Kros cheese on like every fight. I'm going to try to just pick a team that... I always want my fights to be easy, let's be clear. I try to make my fights as easy as possible. But, you know, if I want to do like a Celis run or a Minwoo run or Tifa or something, like I definitely will still do that. But I'm kind of liking this Enna Kros cheese, not going to lie. If I don't have a lot of time and I just want to cheese a fight real quick, this is working out pretty darn good. And here's the thing, this book has some gimmick where like it takes less damage while it's closed and more while it's open. I pretty much don't care about that right here. All we do is, just like in my tree video, we're just going to basically do a lot of setup here. So essentially what we're doing is, with Luna Freya, we're basically spamming energy heals, we're getting the LD up. The big thing that you have to make sure with Luna Freya when setting this up is that at some point in her combos of doing like her LD and stuff, is that you get her buffs on while her BT effect is up. So you want quick prayer and heavy prayer. You want to make sure you hit Enna Kros with those while her BT effect is up, because then you get an extra turn of each. Because to fully do the combo, especially the quick prayer, you need to have all the turns of it, right? Now this fight's a little bit different than my tree fight, because in my tree fight, I literally, like, Enna Kros' first turn is basically where I start attacking and ending it. Like the boss didn't even get a turn, right? This one I'm doing a little bit different. I'm doing a little bit more with setup. I'm bringing Selfie in, setting up launches. Once again, does not need Selfie for this. I just did it with the Selfie friend, because what I thought is, oh, I can do Rapture with Selfie, and then with Enna Kros, I don't have to use one of her turns to do Sin Rain's call, and I could have more turns to just, like, blow stuff up, which is completely unnecessary. When you're doing 60 mil launches, having the extra turn doesn't really matter. So, that's one thing. So, yeah, I literally just, right after this, I hop back in and did it without Selfie, and it was, like, super easy, just as clean, whatever. So, we're all good to go. So right here, I'm thinking about something. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I might have been distracted. I recorded this while I was on the couch. I'm commentating over a pre-recording, by the way, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, so I don't know. This boss probably has mechanics, but I didn't really see it, because Enna Kros just absolutely annihilates here. But it's kind of cool in this fight. We're doing some like regular turns with Enna Kros. So you see like just 2 mil like on a launch there, and then it did like all that AoE damage. Like, that's pretty good damage for like non-force time just pressing a button. So Enna Kros is definitely like a very powerful character. It's just you have to be willing to full invest her and like heavily support her, right? If she's heavily supported though, she's looking pretty dang nasty with all of the damage she can output. So I definitely don't feel bad about my investment. Even just to kill that damn tree, if anything else, right? So, because I did not have her blue armor, and I invested the materials to blue armor her in preparation for this, and I am not disappointed at all. She's doing things that I like. Think about it this way. Like, what's crazy about this, you're literally doing 60 million damage launches in, like, one attack. For a lot of characters, that's, like, a decent entire burst phase during a force time. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? So, like, if you think about, like a really good Tifa or Renoa, like full burst, like completely maximized during a force time, you're thinking like maybe a 160 to 180 mil burst phase, right? That's like a really, really good burst phase. And that's basically 3 Enna Kros attacks, is 100, you know? It's crazy. It's 180 mil that she does in like 3 attacks pretty much. When you do this proper setup, and it's without using a burst phase. So that's kind of crazy what she can do, and that she nukes that much. And I don't feel bad about it at all, because I believe everything with this is completely intentional by the devs. Like, you're not exploiting anything. There's not a mistake in how her kit works. Like, that is the way her kit is written. And you combo it with a giant force time. Like, the devs have to have known how much damage she could output. So I don't see it as like a mistake or anything like that. I think this is how Enna Kros is supposed to work. You're supposed to go in and nuke with her, so that's what I'm gonna do. You know, maybe they didn't expect people to go in and bring in hope and like bring the gauge up to ridiculousness, but that's definitely a thing you can do in the game, right? It's not like, whereas like, for example, like Eateroth, I think that's definitely like less intentional, right? Like Cam was not intentional. They even acknowledged it, but just didn't fix it, right? But there's nothing we're really doing here. We're just doing what the game allows us to do. We're using the characters the way they're supposed to be used. So yeah, I don't feel bad about this. And it makes the fights quick and easy, so sure, we'll do it. And the thing is like, I can always re-challenge these fights with different teams. Like, when I find fights that are fun, I definitely will go in with multiple teams. Like, I think that Ultimisia fight in Chapter 9, I've done that quite a few times because that's just so fun for, like, all of these defensive comps. So, like, I want to do a Ferris Force time showcase. I want to do a Minwoo one. I want to do a Celis one. I'm pretty sure I ran that one quite a few times, and that is a very fun fight, right? So if I feel the need to, I might, you know, if I'm bored later on and you know, it's in between content and I want to do some more Shinryu runs, I might hop in here and see, like, how would Celis do in this fight? How would Minwoo do? All that stuff. So for me, it's just nice to have this cheese so I can, like, if I want to just get the fight done quick for the rewards, and then I can always revisit the fight if I need to. I think that's fine. I also think that having this Enna Kros strat could be really interesting for, say, like, if there's a really nasty Dimensions End I need to do later on. I could potentially open up these units and make sure they're all available. Enna Kros, I'm pretty sure I've never used, but I've probably used Hope and Lunafreya already. So I'd maybe have to open them up, but I don't know. It's a fun option to have in my back pocket. It's all good. It's all good. The perfect strat for a non-big brain player like myself to just easily beat a fight, right? So, as you can see here, we're kind of just playing around with the enemies a little bit, letting our gauge build up, but I think we're pretty close to being able to go in, because you can see I've got my setup where I'm currently on Lunafreya. I've got Hope, and then after Hope is going to be Enna Kros. That's the exact setup I want. So all I'm really doing right now is I'm making sure that Enna Kros is going to have the good quick prayer and the good heavy prayer. So right now, Lunafreya or Enna Kros does not have the good quick prayer. So I am going to have to, I think I'm just building up to get another quick prayer that I can just naturally throw down. Because yeah, I'm on a 10 turn for my burst, right? So I've got the burst effect up at this point. So actually I may just LD again is what I think I do. I'm pretty sure I just LD again. Because I need to LD. Okay, so maybe I'm not going to LD here. No, I'm just going right into it, yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Kate Sith. And then we're just going to go in. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think that, I mean, I got Quick Prayer on, but I thought I was going to put on, and maybe right here at the end I put on the good Quick Prayer really quick, but I should have done that first. We'll see. Maybe I just, I mean, Enna Kros probably doesn't need all those turns because I'm not using the Rain's Call, so it's probably fine. But we'll see what I do here, if I just attack through or if I Quick Prayer. I feel like I would have Quick Prayed here, but I could be wrong. Yep, so I Quick Prayer. So I just did that out of order. I should have Quick Prayer earlier, but the thing is I don't think her Quick Prayer was up yet. So I could have stalled for a couple more turns, but it all works out. Now I'm going to pass turn. But you see Enna Kros got 4 turns in a row now, and that's plenty. That's all we're going to need to nuke. And then all we got to do with Hope is we're just going to spam Hope's free instant turn skills after his FR. Bring the gauge up to like high 700s to 800s. Pass turn, Enna Kros will nuke, and then we are out of here. That's basically the fight. And this is kind of like, so what I know from the mechanics that I've read from this is that the book opens, you do 50% more damage, it's close, you do 50% less, and then the 2 minions, they basically are invincible and can't be killed. So even though this is a 3-target fight, it's basically a single target fight. Now this fight would be a good one, I think, to show off like a maximum Renoa burst force time, because normally what happens with Renoa when you're doing multiple enemies is the minions die, so then like you're not doing the full damage. So I may potentially hop into this with a Renoa comp and just see like what kind of burst, because I feel like Renoa could put up a pretty nasty burst phase with a 3-enemy fight, especially considering the minions can't die. So I feel like then we could actually see like what a full 3-target burst damage fight. That definitely might be a video. We'll see. If I get time, I think I am going to take Renoa in here. I think that would be a fun one. Just to visually see how much AoE damage she could do in a 3-target fight. Because to be honest, we don't get many 3-target fights these days, and I kind of wish we did them more. They typically only do them to feature like big AoE characters. Like pretty much anytime Squall gets an update, it's like 3-target fight, because he's meant to be like, he's an AoE specialist, right? So typically that's when we get the AoE fights, or for those AoE specialist type characters. But I feel like for the most part, the average is we get 2-target fights, right? So Hope right now is just spamming up. I think 738 is a pretty good stopping point, because then we'll do an attack and that will still raise the gauge on the attack. So I'm just going to go LD here for some damage. The nice thing about doing a fight where the featured character deletes turns is you know you're not punished for taking a bunch of turns in a row. So that makes this really easy. 10 mil launch right there. And then, yeah, 73%. So we're at 811. That's a pretty good spot for Enna Crow. And Enna Crow's like, guess I'll just pop some LDs. I think she maybe only gets 2 in. Because this boss doesn't have nearly as much HP as the tree. I think they go down pretty darn quick here. And then we got full Brave damage for this launch. So that's some nice damage. So, yeah, there's a 57 mil shot. Down to 44%, and I'm pretty sure this next attack just kills. Because here's the thing, the book opens, we do 50% more damage on this turn. Which does not help the book at all. By the way, I can't, like, not look at this book and think of Toon World from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is 100% Toon World, by the way, that we're killing right here. 100%. And so there we go. Oh, so he did survive. Barely, 1%, but we did a 63 mil shot there. And so then we just take another free shot to take out our boy Toon World here from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry, Pegasus. We're literally just going to take Toon World out. Your Toon monsters cannot survive. So anyways, guys, there you go. Using the Enna Crow cheese once again. But I don't feel bad. It's our own fight. 66 mil launch, by the way. So anyways, guys, let me know how you tackled this fight. Let me know if you got Enna Crow and you're trying out this strat, if you like it or not. Or if you think it's cheating. You let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.